So here's the progress I've got done over the last couple of days. I couldn't do anything yesterday because the weather just would not permit it. I cleaned up all the stuff here. And now I have to look at, I don't want to walk in front of the camera there because I'm doing a time lapse of the sky. It's just awesome. Now I have to look at where the final placement of the cabin is going to be. Discussed over in this area. And I need to go back further. So now that I've got everything cleaned up, I'm going to drop trees and clean them up as I go. I also need to drop a couple of trees over here, mainly because this is where I'm going to back the fifth wheel into. This will be kind of my parking area. So I'll clean this up over here and then back the trailer into that area. And I'll be living there while I'm building there. It'd be a tough commute every day. What a gorgeous day though, huh? Look at how green it is. Gorgeous and green. Back the view up here for you so you can see. So when I first started cutting trees down in here, there really was no grass. But as I'm cutting it down, all the grass is coming in because the sunlight can finally get to the ground. Pretty awesome. So I'm going to work today. Tomorrow we're supposed to have a chance of rain. And I'm probably going to come out here and do some stuff tomorrow. And then Saturday and Sunday, well, when I'm recording this right now, it's July 9th, and July 10th is when dip netting opens. So I think I'm going to head down to the beach. I'm not going to dip net myself this year. I'm just going to go check it out and get some video footage for you guys so you can see what dip netting is all about. I'm not really a fan of dip netting because if I catch salmon, I'd rather catch them on a rod. And I can catch enough on a rod to fill my freezer. It's just, I mean, if you have a family or you have a bunch of friends and people you're going out with, dip netting is fun, and I'll show you what I mean by that. But this weekend, I'm probably going to go fishing, see if I can't start getting some salmon put away and in the freezer and in the smoker and all that fun stuff. I just can't get over how pretty this place is. All right, time to get to work. Time to quit screwing around. Got to beat myself to death, but it feels good. I mean, when I first started doing all this, I would get home at night and I would just be totally exhausted and so sore for the next couple of days. It was ridiculous. The first couple of nights I slept in the tent because of the way I have it laid out. It was not the most comfortable thing in the world, but got this shirt on today. You can see the difference of what my skin looks like normally, well, since I moved to Alaska, and what it looks like now. On the legs, scratches, gouges, cuts, bruises. I guess it comes with wearing a kilt, trudging through all this brush and everything else. But basically what I'm doing now is I'm cleaning up everything that I've already fallen and or already fell, and getting it kind of set up so that when a dozer comes through here, it doesn't catch this stuff and start dragging it and mothballing it and or snowballing it and making it look like crap when it's done. The goal is that we'll push all the brush in first, and then we'll come through and we'll take off this overburden. It's about 2 feet worth of junk above the soil, and level everything off, and that will go on top of the berm that's going to be placed over here, and then come back through with the dirt and berm it up really, really nice so it's a nice looking pile when it's done. That's what I'm doing every day after work. Normally I'm off on Sundays. I'm not doing anything normally, and Mondays I'm not doing anything. Yesterday I came out and cut for a little while. Had some issues with the saw. Had to tighten up the bar again because it got loose. But yeah, cutting off some of these stumps, getting it ready to go.
So when I started dropping trees here last summer, I guess it was, when I first started cutting some trees down, I basically just cut them all down and left them on the ground. And so this week has been focused on getting all of the big center logs up, bucked up into sections that I can use and move. There's a big one right over there that I'm going to use somehow in the construction. And I've been cutting them all up and doing this. Cut them into sections and just throwing them aside. There's going to be no road cut over on that side, because up on the upper part up there is going to be where the greenhouse hoop house is going to be eventually. And so I don't want to go back any further here than I already have. So any more addition I'm going to need for the driveway is going to be taken out in this area here. Let me spin the camera around here, and it might get kind of off balance, but so all of this was all trees that were laying on its side that I've been cutting up, and I've been removing stumps over here. I've been taking the stumps off. Yesterday I started cutting all those up, and then I've got a bunch more to move over here in the back, but there's another big tree over here that I'm going to clean out today and get that taken care of. Right now I'm just doing a couple hours each day just to keep moving on it. We're supposed to have rain come in. I don't know when. Today it looked like it actually turned out to be a little nicer than I thought it was going to be. But more than likely, and I'll spin us back around here again. Oh, more than likely, right in that section up there, so right up here, right at the tip of my finger, pull my finger out of there so it won't zoom in. So right up at the tip of my finger there, I'm going to remove that cluster of trees there so that my driveway is going to be a little over 30 feet wide at the entrance, which will make it, plenty easy to pull in here and back in here with fifth wheel trailer, motorhome, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to have to get rid of that, and I'll get rid of these trees right in this area as well. And I'll probably remove maybe that one and a couple of more over here just to widen it up, and then we're gonna take off that cluster on the corner as well. I don't want to pull anything else off over here. All I want to do over here is just keep going back further and further. So I got to get busy. Well, I've only got a couple hours here today.
it.